Hi guys, welcome back to Silver Lining. On today's episode, we are going to get into how to protect your peace. Your peace is everything in this life. If you don't feel peaceful within, you're ultimately going to attract people, places, and things that do not bring you peace. It's all about what you feel inside. That's what you are going to attract in this life. And it took me so long to realize that. And it also took me having to be alone for a long time to find out what brings me peace. I realized that you have to sit with yourself and figure out what makes you happy in this life, and also take a step back from the hustle and bustle of life and being caught up in the mix of everything and everybody around you. It takes taking a couple steps back and focusing on what makes you happy in this life and what brings you peace. And at the end of the day, you have to be the person that fulfills your peace. No outside person, place, or thing is going to give you that eternal, authentic peace. And I think the most beneficial thing for me was taking a step back. I got really sick, right? And it forced me to be alone with myself for a long time. And I just want to let you guys know that the universe, God, has a way of isolating you when he is like, hey, everything around you is wrong. Like, you need to take a step back and figure out what are you doing to cause this chaos in your life. And for me, at least, I was like, okay, I am allowing my friends, my family, my romantic partners to walk all over me. And I was allowing it. Were they doing things that were not right to me? Yes. But was I allowing it and forgiving them and allowing them to do it over and over again? Yes. At the end of the day, that's me disrupting my own peace. So I got so sick to the point where I had to be in bed or laying down 99% of the day. Couldn't walk, couldn't go anywhere. My finances were drained. My health was drained. Everything was drained. And thank God it was, because it really filtered out who was actually there for me for the right reasons and who was not. Who was bringing any sort of peace to my life and who was not. And then I realized I was disrupting my own peace. I was going to places that I knew weren't right for me. I had best friends in my life that I knew didn't have my best interests. I was trying to fit a mold of society, or these expectations that society and my family were trying to put on me, and that was not bringing me peace. So I just want to tell you guys this story because I don't want you guys to have to get to a point where God or the universe forces you into solitude and to evaluate your life and decipher what really brings you peace. I do not want everything to have to be taken from you for you guys to realize that. So take a week off from people, places, work. And I know that may not seem right to people, but do it for you, because in that week of sitting with yourself, things are going to come up, right? Things are going to come up that don't feel right. And you need to face those demons and fight them, because you're stronger than whatever is not bringing you that internal, eternal peace. You are stronger than that. But it's up to us to have the discernment to filter out the people, places, and things that simply do not align with us anymore. And I know for me, I had a really hard time letting go of people in my life that I thought were going to be there forever. As a kid, I had very large abandonment wounds. Like, my dad and my mom got divorced when I wasn't even 1 year old, and that left a huge hole in me. And I held on to these toxic people because I didn't want them to leave me. But then I realized they were leaving me so empty and disrupted and siphoning my resources, my energy being the number one resource. And I know that a lot of people struggle with abandonment wounds from various aspects of life, but at the end of the day, you're just abandoning yourself if you allow yourself to be in, toxic relationships, toxic friendships, toxic family dynamics. At the end of the day, you have to choose you. Nobody's gonna choose you like you. Nobody's gonna love you like you. And this message, I really want to get it across before the new year, because there's something so special about this new year. I truly feel it in my soul. And I don't know if it's because I've done a lot of internal work, but I truly feel like this year is going to be the year of opportunity. And we're all connected, so I know it's not just for me. And I know there are a lot of people that have done the internal work or are doing it. And I promise you, doing that internal work is worth more than any outside, accolade, like the number in your bank account, the number of friends around you, the views on a podcast. Like, that internal work is the strong foundation that is going to ultimately lead you to a abundant life, a peaceful, happy life. And I just want to let you know that, I grew up in a family that is very well off financially, but I went to Christmas this year, and everybody in that family has millions and millions and millions of dollars, right? And I'm very empathic. I'm very intuitive. I could feel energy. And now that I'm sober and I have a clear mind and I could look at everybody from a bird's eye view and feel their energy, I'm like, damn, that money and that greed did not get you guys anywhere. You are so empty and like soulless at this point. And it's like, those people really got to me when I was a kid. They passed so much judgment on me and made me feel so ostracized and like the black sheep of the family. And I was like living unauthentically to try to fit into that family dynamic. And now that I am older, I am so happy that I was the black sheep in that family. I'm so happy that I didn't follow suit and that I stayed true to myself. And the success, the internal success, is worth so much more than the money. And now I get to do what I love and have peace in my mind, body, and soul, and not try to put on a fake front to anybody or anything in this world anymore. Like, I am so true to me right now, and I haven't been like this ever in my life. I'm 29 years old, and it took me, like I said earlier, it took me having to be so sick and everything taken away from me to come back to myself and not be reliant on any external source to feel that peace within me. The only external source that I do depend on is God, and having faith in something bigger than me, and having a deep knowing that everything is going to work out for me because I am aligned with a higher power. Also forgiving the people that really messed me over in this life and sucked the life out of me, because the cool thing about that is that it doesn't benefit them at all. Maybe for the short term, but the long term, karma is crazy. Karma is so crazy. Oh my God. I remember like in my teenage years, in my early 20s, like I would try to get my get back. Like if somebody hurt me, I would, trust me, I'm gonna hurt you more, like with my words. And that was not the right thing to do. I would crash out over, people doing me wrong. But these past couple of years, when I've like had faith in something bigger than me, that everything will be evened out, like the way that God gets his get back is so crazy. Like it's more than I could have ever done in a nasty way. And I don't wish those people ill, but like it happened without me even having to do anything. Like the main reason I'm saying this is because focusing on the people that hurt you or did you wrong is only going to leave you uneasy and not at peace. I realized those years of my life where I was so angry at the people who had really, really done me wrong. Like things that I wouldn't do to my worst enemy. I don't know. I just really think that finally shifting my focus back to myself and spending so much time with myself, I really realized what I will put up with in life and what I won't anymore. Who I'm going to allow into my energy and who I will not. I have done so much work internally that I don't have the patience anymore to let people walk all over me. I could see right through people. And I feel like I've always had that, but I was like a pushover before, and I was a people pleaser before. And that doesn't bring you peace. It's bringing everybody around you peace, but also from an empty way. Like you have to fill your own cup in this life. And I realized that, like, I've always wanted to help people. You know, in like kindergarten, when they ask you what you want to be when you're older, I'd say like, I don't know, I just want to help people, right? So I thought that I was helping the people I love the most, but I was helping from such an empty place that I really wasn't helping. I was maybe creating a little piece for them, but not like I can now for the people that actually deserve it. And realizing that I really deserved that love and comfort and attention and peace. And that's the key to this message, is you deserve to feel peace. And if you want to be a light, a guiding light in people's lives or of service to society, you need to go inward and pick out what does not bring you peace, work on it, forgive yourself, and filter out the people, places, and things that simply are not meant to be there anymore. It is okay to let people go. It's okay to change. It's okay to evolve. And I realize not everybody is meant to come with you for the ride. People are there for a season or a reason, not forever. You are with you forever. That's the only person that's going to be with you forever. So you might as well build the best relationship you can with yourself. And ultimately, the laws of the universe are that as within, so without. If you love yourself fully, unconditionally, if you're at peace within unconditionally, no matter what is going on around you, ultimately, what is going to come into your 3D is that of peace, is that of unconditional love. And it all starts within. So my best advice to you guys for this new year is take these, last few days of 2024 and write down what really brings you peace in this life, what really makes you excited in this life. And then also write down a list of what makes you feel uneasy. Who makes you feel uneasy? Does your job make you feel uneasy? Does your family make you uneasy? Does your boyfriend, girlfriend make you feel uneasy? Does your best friend make you feel uneasy? If so, it's time to use that discernment, trust your intuition, and let go of that person, because I promise you, whoever comes in after that is going to be the right fit. What I've realized in life is you have to let go of thoughts, tangible people, places, and things to allow what is actually meant for you into your life. And like I said earlier, it's really hard for me to do that because of my abandonment issues as a kid. And once I let go of what didn't serve me mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, it was like a windfall of blessings. Like, you have to make room for the blessings. I was listening to a podcast. I'm not sure, I wish I could give credit where it's due, but basically this girl was talking about something she read in a book, right? And it was like, this woman was manifesting this new car, right? And she'd go to the dealership and, you know, they would deny her. And she's like, why? Like, everything, I have the money in my bank account. My credit's good. I don't know why this is happening. And she went home that day and cleaned out her garage, right? She really had nothing to do that day but clean out her garage. She's like, you know what? It's really messy in here. Let me clean it out. As soon as she cleaned out the garage, she got accepted for the car because she made room in that garage for what she wanted to come in. And that applies to us in our minds. We have to empty out those feelings that are draining us and allow the good to come in. You can't have blessings come in if you are in the same mind state that you are attracting the yucky stuff. It's time to attract the good in, and you are more than capable of doing this. I am not special. You know, if you told me that I'd be in this mind state, like, of, first off, I don't have everything that I want in my life, but I know that I'm on the track to getting it. And at least I could sit with myself and not have to numb myself and have like a true feeling of peace. Like, I'm not hitting, you know, weed and going, oh, I feel good. Like, no, like, I actually feel at peace with myself. And that's something that I really never thought I would feel, especially like what I've been through. I didn't think I would ever be able to heal from it. And I'm going to get into more stories like that in my podcast, but today I just want to give like a message about finding your peace and holding on to that and letting go of what doesn't serve you anymore. And I think it's an important message to get across before the new year, because I want you guys to have the most successful new year, because you deserve to. And just implementing these strategies into your life, I know, are going to help you attract peaceful places and things that are also exciting and not triggering a fight or flight or a survival mode. And it's time to let the new in, let the old stuff go that isn't serving you anymore. And I promise you, you are going to have the best year yet. And like I said earlier, I know I'm not the only one feeling these like new blessings coming in, but just remember to stay true to who you are and be at peace with you. It's all starts within. So I hope you guys got a little something out of this podcast today. Remember to protect your peace. You are your own protector. God is your protector, but no one else is going to protect you like you. Remember that. Keep your standards high, protect your peace, let go of what doesn't serve you anymore. And I promise you, it is going to bring you everything you could have ever imagined and more. I love you guys. I will see you on the next episode. Bye.